Well, hello and welcome back to my second TV show, Stein TV, not Spine TV. I got some pretty positive comments last time, but I was told it's not bright enough. It was too dark. So this time I'm doing it outside, and my name is Dr. Thorsten Stein. I'm a chiropractic physician, and this is the show that will increase your health without decreasing your wealth. So it's a free show with some good tips, etc. I used to be a professional basketball player, so I'll share a few secret stretches, etc. over the next few weeks. And we have an exciting show today, including one segment from a lady who was diagnosed with spinal stenosis and fibromyalgia, and she sat in a wheelchair, and you can see her testimonial because she can walk again.
Do you realize that 8 weeks ago I couldn't walk? I couldn't stand to get without screaming, from my recliner into my power chair. I screamed. If I got out of the car and got to my wheelchair, I screamed. The pain was that bad. I was diagnosed first years ago with fibromyalgia, and then in the last 6 months I was diagnosed with spinal stenosis. And this came from top-notch orthopedist. I sat in the wheelchair because my legs were in such pain that I couldn't rest, I couldn't relax. It was just like two lead blocks of pain. And that put me in the wheelchair, and it's kept me there. I've been in a wheelchair for at least 3 years. My 80-year-old husband was having to do things for me that he shouldn't have had to do. Like, I couldn't stand in the closet to get my clothes out to dress, and he'd have to do it. I finally got a power chair that helped some, but still, as I stood, I hurt to the place that at times I would scream with the pain. I'm a registered nurse. I worked 40 years, 19 in the private sector, and I worked 20 for the Veterans Administration, 21 for the Veterans Administration. Oh, the neurologist I went to because I'd had double vision from over-medicating with cortisone, and it happened to me. And this was my 6-month checkup, so I went in, and I told him I was much better than he'd seen me the last time, because I went to a chiropractor, and he got this like, yeah, lady. And so I told him about it, and that I explained that the vertebra usually are one on top of the other, but when they move, it pinches the nerves coming out the side. And I said, and he said, well, he did my hand grip and all my strength things, and he says, how is your balance? And so without touching the arms, I got up and I walked across the room, and his jaw dropped. I said, he does an x-rays before and after. And he said, may I have his name, please? And the look on his face was like, when I walked across the room, his mouth was open. And so I gave Dr. Stein's name and information off of his card. I gave the card to him, and I'm just waiting for someone that he's seen, and no one can help walk in here. My family is blown away. My nephew, who's 9 years younger than I am, and my niece have both seen me when I couldn't walk and I was in such pain, and they saw me walk into Applebee's today and sit down at a table, and both commenting how much more relaxed my face is, how much happier I am, and of course I am, because I'm not hurting like I was. And I can't believe what he said. I know that I was blessed to get a hold of someone at my church whose wife had been to see Dr. Stein, had spinal stenosis. She was in a wheelchair, and now she's walking. That was my gift from God, that I was put in contact with this man. I said, may I please have this chiropractor's name? 2 weeks later, he brought me Dr. Stein's card, and I got an appointment, and I came in here. And everybody's just smiling from ear to ear, especially me.
Well, there you go.
And now I'm swimming every day, unless it's rainy like today. And my strength has gone up. Everything's a plus.
The second part now is called the stretch of the week, and a patient of mine and good friend of mine, Rod, he came up with his own he put a little program together, a little stretching program for the lower back. It seems to be very well worth looking at. It's just a 4-part program, that's all it is, and I think you guys enjoy it.
Okay, now we're going to do a basic stretch for the calf muscles. The calf muscles become tight, it can pull on the lower back and cause discomfort. So by a wall or a countertop such as this, you're going to extend one leg behind the other, bend the first front knee slightly, and then put weight on the back leg, and once you feel a slight tension on the calf, hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. As soon as you're done, then just switch over to the other leg. Again, hold for 10 to 15 seconds. And you're done. The stretch that we're going to do in the program is the piriformis stretch, which is a muscle that lies in the hip area along with the sciatic nerve and can cause impingement on the sciatic nerve when it's strained and inflamed. So what we're going to do is pick a chair, sit down in a seated position. You're going to take the right leg and cross it at the ankle and the knee of the left. You're going to actually put both hands on the right leg or the knee, or the leg that is flexed. Pull that gently toward yourself as you turn to the right. You'll feel a slight pull down in the glute hip area. Hold that for 10 to 15 seconds, lightly, and then you're done. And just repeat on the alternate leg. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is to stretch the hamstrings out. It's going to be a lying hamstring stretch. What you'll do is you'll lie down on the floor, okay, and then lie down flat on your back. You're going to wrap a towel around the bottom of the foot, okay, and then slightly extend and pull back. So you feel a slight pull, hold that for 10 to 15 seconds, and then release back, bend your knee back down and start on the other leg. Next exercise we're going to do involves another one of the hip flexors as with the piriformis, and that's called the psoas muscle. It's called the standing psoas stretch. What you're going to do is you're going to take a step forward on the left leg and bend the knee slightly, and then you're going to extend your right arm opposite the leg that you're stretching, and then we're going to rotate backwards to the side until you feel a slight tension on the right hip or the alternate hip from the left leg, from the leg that's being bent. Hold that for 10 to 15 seconds and then back to the starting point.
We're coming to the end of the show. I hope you liked it. What we're gonna do, if anybody has any questions, comments, etc., look at the screen right now and you're gonna see my email and also my website and my blog. So any questions, just email me and I'll try to answer them. Have a great day and I'll see you next time. God bless you guys. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.